The January 24th episode of Raw begins with a recap from Meltzer saying, no matter who you are or how legendary you are, when you come on Raw, you can only be humiliated. We should mention this is Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's Jim Ross Day. They're going to show him being honored. He's going to talk about how much he loves Oklahoma and the Sooners. Stacy Keibler is going to come out and talk about how it's Jim Ross Day here in Oklahoma. And she's going to bring to the ring Danny Hodge, who was JR's legit favorite wrestler growing up. At this point, Hodge was 72 and he leaps over the top rope to get in the ring and gets a nice reaction. Ross gives the perfect thank you speech to the point I really wish they wouldn't have messed it up by doing an angle, but I knew better. I wonder what other form of entertainment feels the need to always humiliate people who are former legends. Triple H and Flair came out. Triple H did a great job here of being the ultimate prick. He told Ross that and Father Time to run along because he wanted to talk to Keibler. They leave and he grabs Keibler by the wrist and starts threatening to abuse her. Ross jumps in to make the save while he gets insulted some more by Triple H. Flair gives JR a low blow. And then Hodge runs in for the saves and deck Triple H, which gets a big pop. And then Flair blindsides him and they stomp the hell out of Hodge. So listen, I kind of get this because we're getting heat and the guys probably enjoyed it, especially Mr. Hodge, because, oh, I'm in a wrestling angle or whatever. But is there anything wrong with just some old fashioned, hey, let's honor our legends? And by the way, I don't think this could ever happen today. I don't think WWE would allow a 72-year-old to do this, but in hindsight, do you wish you would have handled this one a little differently, or did it accomplish what you were looking for?
No, I don't wish we'd handled it any differently. It's an entertainment show. You have good guys and you have bad guys. You want people to dislike your bad guys. So you have them do things that are unscrupulous to good guys. That's what this was. Now, if Meltzer can't understand that, then, oh gosh, he doesn't understand the business. Wait a minute. What am I saying? It was traditional good versus evil. It was the good guys getting people to hate them even more and taking a local crowd and adding to that for the adjuration that the local crowd had for the people that they were beating up. How hard is that to understand?
Well, it leads to a Randy Orton save, but my goodness, how much do you think Hunter and Flair enjoyed working with Hodge? And Hodge had to be thrilled doing it, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely loved it. And, you know, here's the thing. Danny Hodge was 72 years old when this took place. I don't think Michael Hayes is 72 years old yet, but apparently about, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 years ago, Michael went to jump over the top of the garden.
Yeah.
And couldn't make it over and took a big bump. And Danny Hodge at 72 had no problem getting over that top rope.
You just wanted to make sure that he shit on. I appreciate that even though he doesn't.
What's that?
I appreciate that even though he doesn't listen every week, you want to make sure on the off chance he does, he hears a little dig. That's fun.
Because I still love, and I love being able to catch Michael out of the side of his eye and look at him and go, oh, because it just tickles us to no end that people now go up to the world famous Michael Hayes, one of the all-time legends and greatest that has ever been in this business, and look at him and just go, oh, I think that's funny.
In the main event.
Hey, I couldn't jump over the top rope at fucking 22.
And you probably didn't sell out the Superdome when you were 11.
11 months. I sold that when I was in the womb.
Orton beats Flair in the main event here, and we continue with the story all night about the differences between Batista and Hunter. In hindsight, Orton's big crowning moment was SummerSlam 04. He probably could have been in this spot, but he wasn't. Is that just maturity? Was it just timing? Was there anything Orton could have done differently early in his career here when he had that early success? Because now Batista's going to be the man. And you could have argued at the time, since he got the belt first, it should have been Orton.
I don't know. I don't know if Randy was ready for it at that point. I just think, maturity wise, age wise, everything else. I don't know that Randy was really ready for it and be able to handle it. And Dave, I think maturity wise was in a little different level.
So the SmackDown Go Home show, as we march towards Royal Rumble 05, has Heidenreich reading a poem, and then Taker's music hits and a casket gets wheeled out, and Heidenreich powders out.
Wouldn't you?
Yes. Angle versus JBL is the main event. It ends when both men knock each other out, and that builds towards the three-way here at the Rumble. And it's in the Observer that there were talks of bringing back Mean Gene and Bobby Heenan to host the Hall of Fame. Was that something that was talked about internally, or is it because Hogan's going to be the focus and they were associated with him for so long, so it just made sense?
Yeah, I think that when you look at the nostalgia end of it, that Okerlund and Hogan go hand in hand, as does Bobby Heenan, even before the WWE days. And in the AWA with Heenan and Okerlund and everybody, they were synonymous with Hulk Hogan.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.